Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. The Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your... This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in...
about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they? They
certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got him, man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. They run. This is Scarborough. Trucks over him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Scarborough. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A give, running right is Mack. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And some strong running. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. To throw is Wentz. This to the outside for Mack. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now Wentz. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And you think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right? Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
To throw again on second down. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mack. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, you don't want a coach in Charles to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to...
Wentz is intercepted yet again. Brandon Jones picking it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out Got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Scarborough. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Room past the 20. They find some open field here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what it...
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Pushes him over, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This a give to Mack running to the right. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll roll him out right. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A big play there on the catch and run.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He'll try again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This is Sony Michel. They grew up a few miles north of here. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself. Big-time play.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Mack, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Scarborough. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at the 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Interceptions, I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mack's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for two. Wentz going to look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Carter now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Mack. takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Scarborough again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And some room to maneuver. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Miami, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.